I imagine one way to explain to someone how you felt at the best moment in your life is to make them relive that moment. Our story is one of hard work paying off. I say our because my story could not have been done alone. I joined the Marist High School cross-country team my sophomore year. The team was deep with talent and I found myself motivated by my new teammates to train hard over the summers. We won back-to-back state championships in 2008 and 2009, and it was my turn as a senior to help lead the team to our third state title in a row. Cross-country regular season takes place in the fall from August until November, but Coach would always say, the season is always won in June and July. So the summer before my senior year, alarm clocks were set for 6 a.m., short shorts were worn with pride, and we stretched together as a team on the dewy field as the sun rose. The accumulation of miles each week was a competition in itself, as we each tried to rack on more miles than the other. It all seems masochistic and senseless to the outsider, like the man in the dark business suit who gawked at us from behind the wheel of his Prius when we ran by, showing off our yet-to-be-tanned, pale thighs. His normal routine of waiting in line for his chicken biscuit before going to work was shattered by 20 teens sprinting through the parking lot dodging parked cars. To us, though, it all seemed right, like the stabbing pain in the abdomen, not from the running, but from the inability to just stop laughing at someone's joke. Hopefully you as a listener have joined us on our run, crossing from the parking lot onto the small neighborhood streets and down through the winding trails of the nearby park. All these summer runs made us physically stronger and brought us closer together as a team. The hundreds of miles training our lungs to work more efficiently at a faster foot speed was not nearly as important as creating a sense of confidence and trust in each other. As November neared, we knew many large, talented schools had moved down from 5A to our Class 4A. As the season progressed, we found ourselves competing on a completely different level. We were no longer the top-ranked team heading into the state championship. Chapel Hill, a school with 3 extremely talented runners, beat us in a race in October easily. It was different not having the targets on our backs. This changed our mentality, though, as we became the predator, not the prey. We wanted it more, because we were told we couldn't have it. We were told we were not the same team as the year before. But they were right. On the morning of November 6, 2010, our top 12 boys piled onto our small bus, squeezing 3 guys into some seats so that we could fit. Anxiously, we made our 2-hour trip to Carrollton, Georgia, and nerves were on edge as every one of us quietly pondered of how the day would unfold. As our bus barreled down the highway with the old white paint peeling from the sides, there was a unanimous sense of possibility that we each tried to fill in with our own fictional glory. A silent sense of excitement fell over us as our coach parked the bus and we pressed our noses against the windows to stare out at a race that was already underway. The course was hilly and filled with excited spectators showing off their team's colors. The sun had started to warm up the chilly morning air, and we hoped the sun dried the drops of dew on the grass as we shuffled around watching other races unfold. In order to beat more talented teams, we would need something more than just a physical advantage. So one of our seniors and one of my closest companions, Elliot, worked hard to get us our much-needed motivational and mental boost. Our normal colors were blue and gold, but Elliot surprised us with white Nike singlets. Our runners' faces lit up with excitement as they slipped them on. When the gun went off and 32 teams took off at a quick pace, our boys knew that when the gun went off, all bets were off. Stats didn't matter. It was a test where drive trumped logic. I could hear people say, "What team is that in the white?" as our top 5 moved as a group, making our way to the front of the pack of elite runners through the second mile. Coach yelled as loud as he could behind his thick orangish beard that he grew out for good luck. I knew this was it. We knew this was it, and our team pushed the last mile, most of us running negative splits. It was our tradition to leave everything you had left on the course for that last mile, which we called the Marist Mile. As I stumbled across the line and caught my breath, I knew I had pushed with everything I had that last mile because I had caught up to 11th place, and the rest of our top 5 finished seconds behind me, all placing in the top 25 overall, and all finishing under an astonishing 17 minutes for 3.1 miles. It was a great race for us, but we wondered if it was enough. Then suddenly Ben, one of the co-captains, rushed up out of breath and said, "We won! I think." We all turned to him with doubtful excitement. We rushed to the tall white board that was surrounded by other eager runners and nervous coaches. Sure enough, by a slim margin of 10 points, our top 5 had stuck together, all finishing within a span of 15 seconds. The moment was perfect. We were ecstatic, yet nothing was going through my head. I wasn't thinking about numbers or times. I felt like I was part of something bigger, but I hadn't realized it until I dropped to my knees. I felt a sincere sense of pride that only a father could feel after his son makes the game-winning goal. My teammates crowded around and we fell to the ground in shock. The moment was cherished that much more because it wasn't expected. So just like the man in the business suit sitting in his Prius, I felt like no one could ever truly understand how I felt in that big embrace with a team that had left me at a loss for words.